Hello, campers, and I'm Mr. Gunn, and welcome to my episode here on merging a scrap box down into a dresser. This was a result of a situation I had when I was building actually this camp here, and I had wanted to put the scrap box upstairs, not down in the vault, because when I come back from a hard day of burning and looting and murdering, I wanted to easily get rid of the junk that I had on me without having to go down to my workshop, which is down in the vault. But I didn't like the way the scrap box looked, particularly in a room like this. That ugly blue box. It looks great in a workshop, but looks lousy in an office, I think. And I came up with a method where we could actually take that scrap box and merge it down into a dresser. I found this dresser where it works perfectly for it. If I didn't know better, that dresser was made to do this with the scrap box. But it's a great way of combining the scrap box to the dresser, which is a stash box also. So I get both worlds there. I get the scrap box capabilities, and right there in the same unit, I have the stash box capabilities as well. So let's take a look on how easy it is for you to accomplish this for your camp. Okay, to start our scrap box dresser merge, we're going to need three items. Obviously, we're going to need the scrap box itself. That would be the Fallout First scrap box that you get as a Fallout First member. If you were a former member of Fallout First, you should still have the scrap box, but you won't be able to put items in it, junk items in it, but you will be able to take items out of it. So you should still have that in your inventory. And of course, then we have the dresser. Now, the dresser, keep this in mind, is even though it's a dresser, you're not going to find it under the tables section in your workshop menu. You're going to find it under the stash area of the workshop menu because it is a stash box. So kind of keep that in mind as well. And if you don't have the dresser, you can get the plans for it over at the Brotherhood vendor over at White Spring Resort, or vendor bot Phoenix at Watoga Shopping Center. And if you can catch Graham, he has been known to carry the plans for the dresser as well. And then finally, we're going to need our pressure plate. Now, the pressure plate is located in power connectors on your workshop menu, and it's part of the advanced power connectors plan. So if you do not have the pressure plate, you can get the advanced power connectors plan, and that has the pressure plate included with it, along with a couple dozen other items as well, for all your power connection needs. The plans for that are available over at the White Springs Resort. You can get it at Berkeley Springs Station, Watoga Station, and again, Graham has been known from time to time to carry those plans as well. All right, so what we're going to need to do first here is get into our menu here, our build menu, and we're going to take our scrap box and we're going to place it on top of the dresser. And we want to kind of get this lined up, so just kind of eyeball it here a little bit, and I'll place it there. Oops, yeah, it's definitely not lined up in the back. And we'll kind of line the back up so that the back, for the most part, lines up with the back of the dresser. That doesn't look too bad. Maybe a little nudge this way. Better. And then we want to check our sides and make sure our sides are fairly even. That doesn't look too bad at all. I think I can go with, let me just look around here on this side again here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's give that one a go there. All right, so we're going to now just grab our dresser with the scrap box on top of it, and we're going to apply it to our pressure plate. And it just needs to be somewhere along the edge of the pressure. You don't put it in the middle. You just want to put it somewhere along the edge of the pressure plate. And you'll see that it's hanging over, which is just fine. And then we're going to now just step up on the pressure plate. You'll kind of hear it go down, but let me just go back here. You see it pops back up, and now it goes back down. And we want to get our focus. We want to focus on the dresser. So we want the dresser highlighted. And what we're going to do then is we're going to select the dresser and then just place the dresser and keep repeating. And as we do that, the scrap box starts to make its way down into the dresser. Let's stop right here and fall back and take a look. Yeah, it's working. See, it's dropping down. And a good time to check your sides. It looks pretty even. Back looks pretty good. I'm good with that. So we're not going to see it anyway. So let's just keep going. And we will just keep pushing this down. Again, you can stop back anytime and take a look. Now, another trick is to use a mannequin so you can watch it going down, so you kind of determine just how far down you need to go. So we can grab a mannequin think I got one over here and stored away already. Yep, there it is. And just place the mannequin on the pressure plate. It really takes the place of you being on the pressure plate. And you'll see when I place this mannequin, the pressure plate will go down. Yep, there it goes. And we can just stand back, highlight the dresser, and there it is. I'm moving it down. Sometimes you might need to move your highlighting down a little bit if it gets too close to the object you're trying to merge glitch down, or else it's going to want to grab onto that. Just keep going. Now keep in mind with the scrap box, let me take it down to another level here. I'll stop here at one point. I'll stop right there. You can see it's going down into the dresser nicely. We're looking really good here. Looks great on the back. And what we want to do now is check to make sure we're down far enough so that we can place items on top of the dresser. The scrap box has collision properties to it, probably because that the lid opens up on it when you try to place something in it, to such a point that you can't place anything on top of the dresser. So let's take a look here. I pull a light up. Yep, there. I see that light's not going to go. It's still in red. It's kind of hovering over the dresser. It will not allow me to place it because the scrap box is still too high up. So we need to push it down a little bit more. Light on the dresser. Push it down another notch. Let's get our light back out and see if that's going to go this way. Ah, that's better. I got it down low enough now that the light will, in fact, place on top of the dresser. So you want to make sure you check for that. Store the light for right now. Now you can go down a little bit more with it, or you can just leave it at that level there. So we can even just click it down just maybe one more if you want to. There we go. That looks pretty good. I like that. All right, and there we have it. The scrap box is now merged with the dresser. So I have my scrap box here on the top, which I can easily get into. And then just by going down a little bit, there's my dresser, which is also stash box. So I basically got 2 in 1. Very attractive way to camouflage, hide that scrap box, yet make it functional, and put it with a stash box at the same time. And it looks great. It looks great here in my office, and it look great in your camp too. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to give me a subscribe and a like, and I'll look forward to talking with you all in the next episode of Mr. Guns.